Peace be upon all of you and a very good evening. Thank you for joining our discussion for today. So basically today our topic will be about the factors that contribute to public toilet uncleanliness. Okay, so let me introduce to all of you what is public toilet. A public toilet is a room or a small building that consists of toilets and sinks that does not belong to a particular household. Rather, the toilet is available for use by the general public, such as workers, students, travelers, and many more, even us. Okay, nowadays, we can see and witness that the toilet cleanliness became an issue that needs awareness by all sides. Okay, so without further ado, let's start with our discussion on the factors that contribute to the toilet uncleanliness. Okay, let me start with my point. In my opinion, I believe that one of the factors that contributes to the public toilets uncleanliness is the unstable water pressure. Okay, unstable water pressure can be divided into two, which is low water pressure and high water pressure. Talking about low water pressure, when the pressure of the water is at low state, it is hard for us as users to flush away the feces because it will not be flushed completely. And this will affect the cleanliness of the toilet bowl when users leave it as it is after they use the toilet. Besides, um, besides low water pressure is high water pressure. The problem of high water pressure. Toilet's water pressure is at high state. It will make the floor and the areas around the sink wet and dirty. Why? Because when we open the hose, the water will come out so fast and so aggressively until it splashes all around the floor and all around the sink areas. When this happens, we as the users, obviously we know it's public toilet and we wear our shoes in the toilet. So when we walk on the wet floor, the floor will be all dirty. And when it's completely dried, when the floor is dried, the stain will leave on the floor. The stain will be hard to come out. Yeah, so that's it. That is why unstable water pressure can lead to uncleanliness of the public toilet.
May I interrupt? Sarah, I suppose you're right. However, the unstableness of water pressures could be fixed with plumbers. We have plumbers, and it's their job to make sure everything's fine and fix everything so that the water pressure is stable. What do you think?
Okay, this problem can be fixed, but usually it takes time and money to fix the water pressure problem. So the problem will be drag for a longer time, and it will be um, it will be longer to wait for it to be fully fixed. So yeah, that's my answer. So what do you think, Mardhiah, about the factors of the public toilets and cleanliness?
Okay, from my point of view, I think that poor toilet facilities is one of the factors that contribute to the uncleanliness of the public toilet. Okay, nowadays, like we all know, everyone needs facilities, right? So it same goes when we are in the toilet. We still need facilities in the toilet. Okay, the most important facility that we all need when we are in the toilet is water tap. Why I said water tap? Because can you imagine what will happen when you enter the toilet, then you see that there's no water tap or the water tap cannot be used. So of course, we cannot clean up the toilet after we use it, and we cannot clean up ourselves too. So it will lead to the dirtier toilet. Other than that, the other facilities that are commonly cannot be used in the public toilet is toilet flush. So if the flush broke down, so we cannot pump after we use it. So we need to find another initiative that we need to do by ourselves. Like we had to use a pail of water, then we need to pour it into the toilet bowl. Actually, this kind of action is cannot really effective because sometimes when we do that, the toilet or the things that are left in the toilet bowl cannot be vanished like that. So the other examples of the facilities that actually always have problem when we are in the public toilet is the sink, the toilet paper, and sanitary bin. Okay, for the toilet paper, um, sometimes we as the Malaysian, we did not use it usually, but we need to think that this is public toilet. Public toilet not only used by the Malaysian. The tourists from the other country or the tourists from the other country still use the public toilet when they are come to our country. So they actually use the toilet paper when they are in the toilet. So when imagine if there's no toilet paper in the toilet, so how tourists want to clean up themselves and the toilet after they use it? So it will actually lead to the dirtier toilet as well. So I to conclude my point, I think that facilities is really important when we are use the public toilet because facilities in the public toilet actually um, facilities in the public toilet can make sure that toilet to be more clean. So that's all about my point. How about Aisyah?
For me, I think um, one of the factors that I think that contribute to the uncleanliness of the public toilets is the irresponsible users. So public toilets are mostly dirty because of the lack of concern on the part of we individuals. Most of us tend to care about the cleanliness of only our immediate environment, that is our homes, and are not equally bothered about public areas. So I believe the majority of the people have this kind of mindset. They believe that what is not ours, we don't bother to maintain it. So public toilets is not theirs. So it's public for a reason, for the public. So some of the actions done by the irresponsible users that contribute to the uncleanliness of the public toilets is not flushing after using the toilet. As long as they're done with their businesses, they'll be satisfied after using the toilet. So seeing a stranger's urinate in the toilet is not a pleasant welcome into the cubicle. So the second one is, in my own experience, I have seen in my past high schools that students, teenagers express their feelings on the toilet walls and every other blank surfaces on the toilet. This is clearly an act of vandalism. So other than that, there's also bad odors in the toilet. So some people smoke in the toilet, in the cubicle. It is an enclosed space, so the smell of the smoke, the air in there is going to be smelly and disgusting. The no smoking sign is there for a reason. So And there's no function to it since no one really follows the rules. I think it's all just common sense. Some people don't care if they piss over everything, and they don't care if they flush or not, because it's not their job to clean afterwards, because there are cleaners, there are everything, everyone there to clean it for them. So I think the old theory of if the toilet's originally clean, if it's kept clean, it'll be left clean. But if it's already dirty, more people will make it worse. That's it from me.
Um, okay, sorry for interrupt, but I would like to add a point that I have changed my mind about the toilet flush. Before this, I said that toilet flush about the toilet flush broke down and everything. Um, Actually, from Aisyah's point, it has changed my mind that actually this is all about the responsibility of the people who use the toilet. So I totally agree with Nurin's point.
Yes, absolutely. Together, we can keep our public toilets somewhat clean. What do you think, Sarah? We both have agreed on one point. So what do you think?
In my view, I totally agree with your point, where the irresponsible usage is the main contributor to the uncleanliness of the public toilet. So it is a because it is a public toilet after all. So is the public holds the responsibility to make sure that the toilet is clean at all times. Therefore, I believe that we all have come to one consensus that irresponsible users is the main factors that contribute to the public toilet's uncleanliness. So thank you for joining our discussion this evening, and goodbye.